Hello guys, how are you doing? So welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Clementine John and I'm on the most powerful journey of my entire life. That is building a $1 billion brand in 365 days of consistency. And today is day 135. Today is day 135 and I'm really grateful for everyone who has been coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate. And yes, today I want us to talk about ego death and real discipline. Remember, the hardest part of discipline isn't laziness, it's ego. The hardest part of discipline it's not laziness, it's ego. Not your enemies, not your circumstances, your ego. Because your ego wants to look successful. And discipline wants you to become successful. Get the difference, because those two are not the same thing. Your ego wants to look successful. Discipline wants to become successful. Hope you get the difference, because those two are not the same. Remember this, and this is why ego kills consistency. Your ego hates being a beginner. Yes, your ego hates being a beginner. It hates low views. It hates slow progress. It wants quick validation, but growth doesn't care about your pride. That is it. Growth doesn't care about your pride. What has to happen has to happen. Day 135, the question is no longer, are you working hard? The question is no longer, are you working hard? The question is, are you humble enough to keep improving? That is the real question. Are you humble enough to keep moving, to keep improving? Because once you think you deserve results, you stop earning them. Once you start thinking you deserve results, you stop earning them. That is why humility is needed a lot. Like, you have to conquer your ego in the beginning of your journey. You have to conquer that pride that wants you to look successful, that speaks to you every single time you are trying to post. You hate those low views. I know that. But remember, that is the beginning. That is the work that is where you are supposed to be. But now, the question is, are you humble enough to keep improving? Because most people quit because they are not humble enough to continue improving. They want the very most high views. But then there's no growth. You've not done anything to deserve those views. So the question remains, are you humble enough to keep improving? Humility is a performance strategy. Real discipline requires humility. Real discipline requires humility. It requires humility. Humility to review your mistakes, adjust your systems, accept low progress, admit you are not there yet. Okay? The moment you'll sit down, talk to yourself, tell yourself, I know this is where I want to be, but here, this is where I am right now. But if I remain disciplined, I'll get there. But if you'll continue feeding your ego, you'll not get there. Humility is a performance strategy. Real discipline requires you to be humble enough to review your mistakes. You've done something, you've not gotten the expected results. Review, what did I do wrong? What is that one thing I was supposed to go hard on that I didn't? Adjust your systems. Be humble enough to adjust your system. Okay, this is not working the way I expected it to work. So what can I do? Where can I adjust? Where can we get better? And again, accept slow progress. You'll not get everything at once, but you'll get everything once you remain consistent and disciplined. Okay? And admit you're not there yet. Stop trying to prove a point that doesn't exist. Stop trying to perform to an audience that is not even there. Remember, Ego wants applause. Humility wants mastery. Ego wants applause so bad, but now humility wants mastery. If you can't detach from needing recognition, your output, if you can detach from the need of recognition, your output increases. If you can just detach from that, from needing recognition, from wanting people to know, yes, I'm this guy, then your output can increase by numbers, very, very high. And when output increases, results eventually flow. If your output can increase, results will eventually follow. And it's not easy detaching from the outcomes, but here is it's something you can follow and detach. Here is a shift that can help you detach from outcomes. When you stop working to prove something, you start working to build something. If you want to detach from your outcomes, stop working to prove something. Stop trying to want to prove something to people. Stop trying to prove that point. I know it's a temptation to all of us as human beings sometimes, but stop working to prove something to anyone, and start working to build something. Let me give you a short story that helped, that changed me. So last year, that is 2025, before I began this challenge, I was in a very, very bad point. You're in network marketing, you want to be this different person, but now you are not doing even the actual things. You take those photos with those books you've bought, but you don't even read them. You just want to post them for approval, to prove something to people. It's like you're putting in the work, but you're not putting the work. So when I started building, I had to change everything. I started working to build, not even to prove to anyone. And that's why I don't post. So right now, I don't even post when I read books. I don't post when I'm doing my activities. I just come, upload a video like this, and that is it. Okay? I don't post my activities. I don't post a lot of my behind the scenes. Because I came to realize, once you're trying to prove a point to someone, to people, you kind of lose yourself. And if you lie to yourself, you've already lost the game. So, stop chasing validation. Start chasing improvement. And improvement compounds quietly. When you stop chasing validation and you start chasing improvement, improvement compounds quietly. If you're reading those books, you'll not need to tell us that you read books. We will know from your communication, from the way you think, because it takes an impact. It takes something. It will change a lot in your life. Day 135 is day 135. It's about removing emotional attachment to results and focusing purely on execution. Clean, cold, and very, very focused. The real flex isn't posting. The real flex isn't posting wins. It's staying consistent when nobody is watching. That is the real win. That is the real flex. You not having to post your wins, but staying very, very consistent even when nobody is watching. The real flex is that delayed gratification. The real flex is patience. Getting that money, but not spending it on clothes, not spending it anyhowly, not spending it on flashy items to prove a point to people, but to reinvest it back in your business. That is the real flex. The real flex is having patience, showing up every single day, doing the work, even if you don't get the results. That is the real flex. Because ego quits, professionals adjust. Okay? Ego quits, but professionals adjust. It's day 105. It's day 135. Less ego, more structure, more execution. Remember, you don't need to look successful. You need to become undeniable. Okay? You don't need to look successful. You need to become undeniable. See you tomorrow on day 136. And let's meet at the top because the bottom is overcrowded. Thank you very much.